Okay, so I am filming my second video for the day. This is going to be my March TBR. Prior to this, I did my February reading wrap-up. Both of these are very late. February reading wrap-up should have went up at the end of February. Reading wrap-up should have went up on the March TBR should have went up on the 6th. But, you know, I'm late. Okay, so my last video that I just did, I posted it today. I had flipped my phone sideways to film. Now I'm going to hold it upright like I would if I was texting, just to see for when I go to edit if it doesn't keep, and hopefully it won't keep the video sideways. If you've seen the last video, you'll know what I mean. Anyhow, so this is my March reading wrap up. My March TBR. So I only have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 6 books on the TBR. Now we're pretty much close to the end of March. I do have books that I've read that wasn't on the TBR, and I do have them listed. And everything that I've read so far, I do have a star rating, but that's not going to be discussed to the end of the month. So the only books that are going to be on for this video is going to be the March TBR. So Nexus, Sarah Alsberg and Lindsay Cummings. This was on, I'm consulting my notes. I think, yeah, okay, I had to make sure it wasn't on January. So it was on February's TBR, didn't get to it. It's on this month's. I'm hoping to at least start it, but I don't know if I'll get to it because I want to read Finale. I want to finish Finale prior. So, hopefully I can get to this before the end of the month, and if I don't, it'll go on April's. So, Legendary was a continuation from February. And like I said, there are some that I have finished, some that wasn't on my TBR that I've read, but I'm not going to talk about them. So, this one is book 2 in the Caraval trilogy by Stephanie Garber. Finale is book 3 and the final book in that trilogy. And then these are new to my shelves. I can't remember if I got them in February or at the beginning of this month. But anyway, we have Red, White, and Royal Blue by Casey McQuiston. I'm pretty sure I picked this up at Barnes & Noble. I'm new to Barnes & Noble. So far, I've only been to Barnes & Noble twice, and I like it. I think the thing that kept me from Barnes & Noble is, the main reason for it was, in my head for the longest time, I assumed Barnes & Noble was super expensive. But I went and realized it's no different than buying books from Amazon. I've heard about this book, not recently, but when I first heard about it, it was probably like last year at some point. I never got it. I got it this year. The Perfect Marriage, Geneva Rose. This wasn't on, you know what? I grabbed the wrong book. The Love Hypothesis by Allie Hazelwood. That is on my March TBR. I don't feel like going to get it. It's right behind me on my shelves, but I don't feel like going to get it. I don't know why I grabbed this one thinking this was on it. You got a sneak peek on something that I'm not done with it, but it's not on my TBR. I wrote it on the list anyway, that's beside the point. Anyhow, Allie Hazelwood, The Love Hypothesis. I don't feel like going to get it. If I can, I'll put a picture, but I want to read that one. I don't know if I'll get to this one or The Love Hypothesis. I hope so, because I really want to read those. This one, Sinners Condemned. It's book 2 in the Sinners Anonymous. So far, it's a trilogy. It's supposed to be 2 more books. I don't know if the 5th book is going to be the finale and it'll be finished or what. But I do know, well, I'm not going to say I do know. I think book 4 should come out September. Is that right? If I remember, I'll double check and I'll put it, on screen. Anyway, hopefully I'm done. It's not even 6 minutes. I hope when I go to, edit or whatever, it will be straight and not crooked. But this is what's on my TBR. I did a very short TBR on purpose. Normally I try to do 10 books on my TBR, but I didn't this time because, one, some of my fantasy does take longer to read, and also I know that I want to leave room for other books. I don't want to set in stone my TBR. Whether I write it down or not, I should be like, you know what, this is my TBR. Whether I write it down or not, I should be able to read, not read, whatever. But anyhow, I do a written TBR. I try to stick to it. Sometimes I get to everything, sometimes I don't, or I just don't feel like it. But for the most part, I do try to stick to it. But also, for now on, I do want to leave room for books that maybe a book I buy, I'm like, oh, I want to read this instantly. Or I see a book on my shelf that catches my eye. I'm like, okay, I want to read this. Hopefully that makes sense. But anyway, now it's over 6 minutes. Very short video, either way. I'm done. I feel so chaotic right now. And story of my life, really. But yes, that's true, and it's also not true. Hopefully that makes sense. If you know, you know. But I guess because I still got some things to do around the house, I'm also behind on videos. I don't know if that matters or not. And being behind is the reason I may not film my February book haul. And I don't know if I'll do my March's book haul. I may take book hauls completely off my channel. I don't know. Because February's book haul would either have to be in 3 parts, or I just run through the books really quick because it's a lot. But anyway, I'm done. Have a great day. Bye.